What's happening, YouTube? It's Simon466 Cards, and today I'm here to talk about Kenny Pickett rookie cards out of Prizm. First of all, let me preface this by saying I do not know if Kenny Pickett is going to turn out to be a great quarterback or a mediocre quarterback or will lose his job in 8 weeks. Who knows? But I've noticed something really, really interesting. Shout out to gem rate, where it's easy to pull these numbers in a very simplistic view as you see on your screen. The easiest way to describe this is there is some major print flaw with Kenny Pickett's Prizm rookie cards. If you look at these, what I have on the screen right now from gem rate, I'm recording this on September the 9th. The gem rate on his base rookie card out of Prizm, 9%. 882 submitted, only 81 gems. And you go through all the different variation, you'll see here green, red, white, and blue, all these ones, they're in the 20s. There's a zero. We're going to get back to that in a second. There's, 23%, 29%, 38%. These are all in the 30s. And this is out of 2022 Prizm, not some product from a long time ago, years ago. This is an ultra modern product, and it's only specific to Kenny Pickett's cards in Prizm. And so I don't know if it's a print line or centering or what happened on the printing press, but something wacky happened. And I can prove this to you by looking at other rookies. So here, this is Kenny Pickett. Again, low percentages in terms of gem rates. Compare that to Brock Purdy's gem rates. Again, out of 2022 Prizm, again, shout out to gem rate for making it so easy to just sort by the various gem rates. You can see here, this is 60, 40, 50, it's roughly 50% if you look at these, the total numbers here, right? And I've sorted all of these by the largest number of cards, so you start off the base and then going downwards. And these are all in the 40 to 50 range, right? You can see 36% here, but generally, these numbers here are about 50 plus percent. If we go to Desmond Ridder, again, out of 2022 Prizm, you can see the bases coming in at 57, the silvers at 56, greens at 53. Again, in that 50 to 60% range, right? A couple 40s in there, but generally nothing like this. This is crazy town. Greens at 23, red, white, and blues at 25, the variations at 26, Pandora's at 23. Only the orange ice is about 50 in terms of anything that's been graded over 100 times. And again, the one I'm coming back to here is the Silver Prizm, literally 0 gems, 0 PSA 10s. That's wild. 151 cards, none have been a 10. And if I bring you to, this is the PSA page, and I've filtered it by Kenny Pickett, so you can see the grade breakdown. If we go down to silver, you see 149 cards graded, 0 10s, only 46 9s, 93 8s. So that means the 9, I guess, not even the gem percentage, this is just the mint percentage, it's about 30%, 46 out of 149. So if you were to believe that Kenny Pickett is going to be a great quarterback, this might be something you look at. And there's two ways I would think about how to go at this. One is buy a PSA 9, because even that is rare, right? There's only 46 of them out of 149, so as these numbers go up, this number will go up too. But it looks like even 9 is a hard grade. So you might be able to negotiate a good price on this if you said, hey, this isn't even a PSA 10, this is a PSA 9, give me a good deal on this or whatever, right? Especially from if you're at a show and someone's not aware of the pop counts. The second thing you might want to do, again, this is only if you believe Kenny Pickett will become a good quarterback, great quarterback, or whatever, is to buy raw and really look them over carefully online or wherever you buy them. Look them over carefully. Centering's great. There's no major noticeable print lines, any of that kind of stuff. That might be the reason why there's so many 8s and 9s out there. And then send them in for grading, because there are literally none. So one thing you might want to do is buy them raw, take a good look at them, because it's clear that there's something fundamentally wrong with all of them, and then send them in, see if you can be the first PSA 10. Again, I'm recording this on September the 9th. Maybe the 0 will have changed by the time you watch this video. But this is one of the rare cases where in ultra modern cards, there is an opportunity to be one of the very few items on a iconic card. Again, say what you want about Silver Prizm, they've been overprinted compared to 10 years ago, but if you're one of the very few people who have a 10, if that even happens, then you're sitting pretty. Then all of a sudden that is a card that is multiples higher than probably any other Silver Prizm in the current modern day market. But again, two factors at play that dissuade me possibly from doing this. One is I don't know if Kenny Pickett's going to be any good, because if Kenny Pickett just turns out to be a bust or it's not very good, none of this really matters, right? It doesn't matter if there's only one or two PSA 10 Silver Prizms out there if he's not very good, or if there's 15 or 20. Second thing is, just because you give it a once over before you grade it doesn't mean you actually get a 10. Like, whatever is fundamentally wrong with all of these cards should apply to whatever you buy. And so even if you give it a once over, like, theoretically there is just a problem with these cards in terms of a print defect. And so it's just a matter of seeing if you can find a card that has a minimal version of that print defect and seeing if you can skate by it at PSA. So that's it. That's a video, short little one based off of analysis I did in my previous video. This Kenny Pickett 0 Silver Prizm cards thing is kind of wild, especially given how many are printed, how many are out there in the wild, and the fact that we're using 2023 technology. How is this still happening at the print manufacturers? I don't know. Anyways, what are your thoughts on this? Is this perhaps an opportunity to buy if Kenny Pickett turns out to be a good, solid quarterback, or even a great quarterback? Let me know in the comments. And are there any other cards with literally 0 gems in something that's not a thick card, not a fancy card, not a patch card, none of that stuff? Have you seen any other cards like this in the ultra modern era? Because I can't think of any. So that's it. Thanks as always for listening and watching, and I will talk to you all soon. Cheers.